Steve Slaton, welcome to the Burning Couch. I'm Matty Staudt, and why God did you curse me with this organization?
Nah, Matthew. I mean, we got to take the good with the bad and understand what's able to be built upon. I feel as much as this game is meant, and as much as it's for everybody in West Virginia and Pitt, and how it's a rivalry, I think this game showed a lot. I don't think.
Yeah, and by the way, everybody, welcome to the Burning Couch podcast. We're recording literally 10 minutes after the game, and I have a lot of good things to say,
I have a lot of,
but it's just I look and I'm like, God, when they caught that interception, I'm like, this is geez, West Virginia. But let's talk about the game. We're both on Twitter. I'm going to talk about WVU Twitter, but I want to get your takes on everything first. Steve Slaton, what's up? What did you think? Tell me the good and bad.
Man, I think I've been more vocal. Just understanding what this game is, been more vocal, but there's a lot of upside. I think JT is what we thought he would be. I think the composure.
He is the real
the composure.
deal.
I tweeted out. What's my man? Number 12, AJ. I'm not gonna call him by his name. I got initials, but what? So I don't throw nobody on the bus, but the way he's running the ball is with conviction. And that's what you want as a running back. It's Tony Mathis. I still believe in him, but he wasn't running with conviction.
I believe in
he
him.
was still running to juke. No, 12 was running with conviction. Like, listen, I need a first down. I need third down. I need a touchdown. He's running with it, and that's why they fed him. And I think the mindset of being a running back, that's what it comes into in time and understanding what the Dallas situation is. Yeah, there's a move Tony Mathis made, and honestly, it's like, I want to throw my throne through the window. He made a spin move when the DM was on him. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. But I still believe in Tony Mathis. But number 12, honestly, right now, what I'm going to call him, I don't call him by his name, but I got a nickname for him. But the way he's running that ball, like it wasn't different holes. None of the running backs had different holes. He's running through the same holes, the same opportunities, but running with conviction. And he ain't a tight end no more. Point blank period.
Yeah.
He's removing him. He's not a TE. He's an RB.
What's that?
I said he's not a TE, tight end. He's an RB.
He's a running back.
Like, he needs to move his position.
So we're talking CJ Donaldson.
Yes, CJ. Well, his name is CJD12. That's what I'm gonna call him. I'm going to CJD12. So cut that out, CJD12.
So he's one of the 8 freshmen. Yes. I knew the minute that ball got fumbled in the first series and JT picked it up, looked and threw the ball. I'm like, this is not anything we've seen in a long time. He actually knows what he's doing back there. I feel confident with him. That was a fluke interception. Yeah. And by the way, all you Neil Brown haters, suck it. This was a good game. We played well we did look good. We lost, and I'm not happy about that, but I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. I think the team there were so many good things. I mean, the defense needs work, but man, when they are on, they are on. Damn, Stills had some big hits.
I think honestly, what is I think people or players listen to the noise of the criticism of them. The one thing I want to say is that I wish I don't have Bryce Wheaton's name. I don't have his thing. I want to tell him, listen, young man, don't let this shit slide off your back and come back. Like, you already got the targets you got is because what you earned. And
it was the one he dropped.
Listen, it sucks. I've dropped passes. I remember, I think we played, what was it? South Florida in Tampa. I dropped a pass, a 5-yard screen, and the linebacker caught it off of me. This has happened. But hey, listen, you're the guy to target. So be the guy to target. Let this slide off your back, and things are going to come bad your way. But listen, this is a game that we competed very hard, and listen, they made a play. We made a play. Now, I honestly think that was a catch by that young man, 15. I don't know everybody's name yet, but the only reason I say that because the referees gave them a catch. That wasn't a catch.
Yeah.
Give us that one. Let us get that slide there.
I mean, let the game finish.
No. But
if it was the NBA, they would have called that a catch because they would want the last minute's heroes.
And honestly, it's like I call people by numbers because that's what I do. That's how I can identify people. But that young man, that effort was Julian Edelman-esque. That was a Julian Edelman-esque, and I see why he was on the field.
So I think that, and let's talk about, we got a touchdown because of a special teams play. I can't tell you the last time we did anything but give touchdowns with special teams.
No, I just honestly, I think I don't want to vide it on because it's a rivalry game, but I think we came to play. This game we played today, we came to play, and I don't expect nothing less. I don't expect this close no more games. It's like, listen, this should click for us because we played a three quarters of football. Fourth quarter
with a team ranked in the top 15 who won the ACC last year. We're not playing Townsend State and losing. That was a good team, one of the best teams we'll see all season.
We played a good round.
This team has got nowhere to go but up.
That's the only thing to where even putting the rivalry into aspect of it. But we played a damn near great game of football. And hey, listen, I mean, that's what rivalries are. Rivalries are not predictable. It's that was a fluke. Well, not fluke game because they won, but it was one of those things that the plays that happened that decided the game. That was the deciding factor of the game. And like I said, that man Bryce Ford Wheaton, and I talk to you. I wish I can talk to you. Don't put that on your shoulders. Yes, it was a crazy. Yes, now you know who you are, what you mean to this team, and what you got to do. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, I want him to make plays. When that ball come your way, look, you need to stick them, sir. You need to go and practice and dive and catch them ball. That's it. But you're going to be the number one receiver.
And listen, they're getting balls in their hands. I mean, maybe 3 passes he missed, maybe. Like, I mean, I don't even know if that's it. But I'll say this: I got upset. I was with a watch party at WVU fans, and everybody's acting like the whole season's ruined. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is one game. It was a big game. It's not the biggest game we'll play this season. We have our first chance of beating Oklahoma this year, I think, in a long time. This team can do very well this season. There's nothing. I have no red flags. I mean, there are things they need to work on in the secondary, on the defensive side. And, I don't know if, I think the play calling was, compared to, I just look at the teams we've had the last couple of years, and this did not look like any of those teams. And they were fired up, man. They were fired up.
They were relentless. They were ready to make plays. And I think, yes, we missed out on some plays. That happens in games. But like I said, this game I think this game was a structure to what we can be for this year. Like the confidence, I tweet out more just watching this game with the confidence of receivers, of getting balls. Like JT is a real deal. I will give him
by far the real deal.
That he's giving you ball placements to where you can make a play. And now you understand that you need to go and practice against defenses to where it's a mock of somebody handing your face, you catching the ball. That's all it turns into, because if
there was one play where I think it was a third down play, and I don't have it, and he waited until the defender was maybe an inch from him and then let the ball go. wide open. But I mean, he's got that kind of timing and confidence. Like he just sits there, he waits, he knows exactly when he's going to get hit and when to let go of the ball. Where I don't want to pile on Daggy, but he would have fallen down and just taken a sack a million times.
Listen. There's pedigrees. You can pay $100 for a dog, or you can probably pay $5,000 for a dog. I'm gonna pay top tier for JT. Yeah. That's it. That's all. That's and in a bubble of everything. That's what happens in life. Like you pay for what you get. And I think his first few drives, all his drives, he had complete composure. And like I said, even with Bryce, he made plays, but I think I don't say 50-50. I say 60-40. He made 60% of good plays and he made 40% of bad plays. But him understanding, him going back to the drawing table was like, yo, listen, he needs to be on all the time because when that ball's in the air, it's your ball.
Yeah. So listen, let me go to WVU Twitter because I'm expecting people to be hating Neil and talking about how we're no good. And I'll tell you, most people are positive. Our boys at the Final Forecast are saying, hey, there was a mistake, but there's positive to focus on. Of course, that voice of Morgantown douche, that guy is always just stirring the pot, talking shit about, talking about Neil Brown. Let's see here. I'm just going through because I kind of make fun of WVU Twitter all the time because like after the first series, you could see people like, oh, it's over. We suck. I'm like, you guys, everybody is saying though, like one of the big things I'm seeing from a lot of folks is there is a lot of people saying that Neil Brown's not a big game coach. I don't know how you put that game on him 100%. I don't know how you do that. I feel like, there's a couple calls you could question, but that game was one interception.
My biggest thing about coaching is not, I think understanding is like, have people ever played chess? Your pieces do what you want them to do. When you coach a game, I can't tell you how to play a game. I can't tell you what right juke to make, what spin move, what move to make. You're giving a draw on play to somebody that's supposed to be consistent, but somebody else on the defensive side can counter that move. I think the game, Graham Harrell called a great game. Even though Bryce did make some drops, I hate to keep bringing his name up, but he was the number one target in this game. They still kept going to him. So, Graham still called him.
A couple things from the Neil Brown press conference. They're starting to tweet out stuff. Neil Brown said, "Don't ask me what targeting is. Don't ask me what a catch is because I don't know, and I haven't gotten an explanation on that." He was he was fired up on the sideline.
He should be. And like I said, back to what I was saying, I like Graham Harrell's attack of the offense because Bryce, like I said, I don't want nobody to feel any way against him, me bringing his name up so much. But right now, he seems like the number one receiver who JT wants to go to. And they kept giving him chances. Yeah. So I want him to develop on this game and develop and understand. It's like, hey, listen, now you are number one. And it's very different going through practice and going through DBs. Because I'll tell you this. When I played, you would think our defense was the best defense in the world against our offense.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything else exciting going on with Twitter right now? I love this guy, Chase Hastings. He's like, we could win out and go 11-1 and win the Big 12 and make the playoffs and win the title.
Hey, listen, you have to have optimism.
Hey, man, that's what I like. That's what I want to read. Not this, I don't know about if this team's going to be, fire the coach. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to say this. I said this to some folks today. Neil Brown's not going anywhere. His recruiting class the last 2 years have been the best we've ever had. And these players are just starting to get into the groove. I mean, JT is a 2-year Band-Aid. Yeah. There's a bigger plan with Nico. And I don't know, man. I'm glad we're talking because I was getting pretty upset, feeling bad about the team. But now I feel
we always can. And I think that my experience has always been a later we play Pitt. So you're supposed to have everything fixed before you play Pitt.
first
So it's
game of
like,
the season
like
is
I
yeah.
honestly, as optimistic,
And they're a veteran team. They
yeah,
played
yeah,
together last year. They won last year, and that team this year for us is
yeah.
a lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers. But Steve Slaton, I think the takeaways are shut up, Twitter. Neil Brown's all right, and we love JT
Yeah.
Daniels.
No, yeah, I think no JT. Yeah,
Price for the week.
honestly, the crazy thing about JT, I think his composure was amazing. Like he was putting a ball in places to people to catch. He wasn't throwing scared. There's a few things to where even was it before halftime he got hit and he threw a ball and Bryce Ford attacked the ball. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
You like this guy, Bryce Ford, Wheaton this year.
I'm telling you, listen, I'm gonna ride with him, and if I can have a conversation with him, I'm like, listen, let this roll off your shoulders, because you're gonna be the number one guy, and game gonna run through you. This is one game, like you have to have short term.
He's going to be
You have to
fine.
have short term memory, and and that's
Yeah.
honestly, it's like I'm not a hater of nobody player, but I would love to have a conversation with them, and anybody want them reach out to me, talk to me. If I can give them advice, I give them advice. But,
Can I ask you one question? So before the game, all they did, I hate all the 2007 stuff.
man, how can you
And
hate
then
it?
my
You ain't
guys
never
I'm
lived through
talking,
it. Matt,
they start
I,
reliving.
you
What's
didn't
that?
live through it the way I lived through it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you enjoy all the references to that game? And like, I can't talk about. I don't like when people talk about it, and I didn't play in the game.
It is truly a growth and understands, and that's what rivalries are. That's what it.
Yeah.
The one thing that sucks about it is that I could talk about my experience about how I've been done wrong and how I treated teams
Yeah.
that done me wrong. But this is the Mountaineer backyard brawl is bigger than me, and the
Yeah.
rivalry and everything that comes to it. I couldn't control it. No one player can control it. It's one of those things. Rivalries come, and it's not a crapshoot, but it's like literally like shit. Close your eyes. You don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, listen, we're gonna wrap because we need to keep it short, and because I got kids waiting for us kids producers waiting to get this audio, and my wife is pacing around going, "When are you?" By the way, I know he's listening. JT Daniels, granddad, your son is amazing. Everything that we were promised and more, and we will have you on the show soon.
Appreciate.
All right, all right, everyone, let's go Mountaineers. Eat Pitt and on to the next.
Yes, sir.
From Jam Street Media.